Good morning, students. We now begin with English for Standard 4. Unit 2, The Little Fir Tree. A fir tree. A fir tree is mostly found on mountainous areas where snowy places are there, so that the snow does not accumulate on the tree and it slides off. So, this is a story about this little fir tree. So, now let us start reading. Shetty the magician was returning home when all of a sudden it began to rain. So there is a magician, a person who does magic. He was returning home and all of a sudden it started raining. It rained heavily. Shetty looked around for shelter and saw a pretty little fir tree. He ran towards it as fast as he could. So as it started raining very heavily, this Shetty, he wanted certain shelter. So he looked around, and when he saw around, he saw a little fir tree. So he ran towards it and he took shelter under this fir tree. Soon the rain stopped. Shetty was happy that he did not get wet. So now, as you can see in the picture, the magician, his name is Shetty. So he wanted shelter and he ran under this fir tree to take shelter. So now when he took shelter, after a certain time, the rain stopped and Shetty was happy that he was not wet. Why he was not wet? Because he was standing under the tree as he had taken the fir tree shelter. Thank you. You have been kind to me. Now he said a very big thanks to the fir tree because it was very helpful. In what way was it helpful to the magician? It gave shelter and that magician was not at all wet. So he was very happy with that I am not wet because I have taken shelter under this tree. So he said thank you to the fir tree. I would like to reward you. So the magician was so happy that he told the fir tree thank you and he wanted to give some reward to that fir tree. Ask for 4 wishes and I will grant them, said the magician. So what did that magician tell the fir tree? That he can ask for any 4 wishes, and as he was a magician, he said that he will grant him all that 4 wishes, that whatever he wants to ask. The sad fir tree had leaves like needles, and no birds ever made their nest on it. So it said, I wish I had green leaves like my other friends. So the significance of this fir tree was what? That it had leaves which were very pointed like needles. They used to poke very badly. So because of this pokey type of leaves, the birds never made their nest in this fir tree. So the fir tree was very sad about it, that the birds don't come in my tree for making nests. So he asked for one wish to that magician, that even I want leaves like how other trees have leaves. So that was his wish, and he asked the magician to give him normal leaves like other trees. Next morning, its wish was granted. Soon a goat came along and ate all the green leaves. Now this wish, whatever the fir tree asked, was fulfilled by the magician. The next day, he found that his leaves were changed into the normal tree leaves, how all his other friends had. And very soon what he saw, that a goat came running and started eating all the leaves of the tree. Oh dear, said the fir tree, I wish I had gold leaves, as goats do not eat gold leaves. Now his first wish was to have normal leaves like his other friends. And then when he saw that all his leaves were eaten by the goat, he then wished for a another wish. What was his second wish? His second wish was now his leaves should be of gold. Why gold? Because goats do not eat gold leaves. When the little fir tree woke up the next morning, it was surprised to see gold leaves. Now again his wish was granted. The next morning, when he woke up from his sleep, what did he see? That all his leaves had turned into gold. So it said, "How happy I am." So it started saying that, oh, now again my wish is fulfilled, and he said that he was very happy. A man came along and stole the gold leaves. Now what happened? When the tree had turned into nice and green like other friends of his, the goat came and ate all the leaves. So the fir tree wished for that his leaves would turn into gold. So you can see in the picture he had turned into whole yellow, nice and gold leaves, and he was happy. But in a short time, what happened? All the robbers came and they stole all his gold leaves. I wish I had glass leaves instead. Men do not steal glass leaves. Now, again, he was not satisfied of being gold. So he wished for his third wish, and that was that his leaves would turn into glass. Because he's saying that now men do not steal glass leaves. The next day, its glass leaves shone in the bright sun. So now again his third wish was fulfilled. The next morning when he woke up, what did he find? That his all leaves had turned into glass. Now this glass, they shone very brightly in the sun. Shone very brightly means it started shining because it was glass. It started reflecting light. How happy I am, it said. So the tree was very happy to have glass leaves. All night the wind blew. Ooh, all the glass leaves broke. So now again the fir tree was happy that it had glass leaves. But that night it was so windy that all its leaves blew in the wind and all the leaves broke. "Oh dear," said the fir tree, "I like my old needle-like leaves best, for goats do not eat them, no man can steal them, the wind will do them no harm." So now when its leaves broke, the glass leaves broke, so again the fourth wish the tree wished for. And what was that? He wanted back his old needle-like leaves because he said that those leaves were the best. Why were they best for him? Because goats never used to eat such pointed leaves. Then secondly, no man would come and steal such leaves. And thirdly, the wind would not do any harm to those leaves. So now again for the last time the tree wished that I wish I get my leaves back. The tree went to sleep. When it woke up the next morning, it had all its needles back again. "Oh, I never was so happy," said the little fir tree. Now again the last time when he went to sleep and woke up in the morning, his fourth wish came through. And that fourth wish was that he got back all his needle type leaves again. So now it looked very happy because now no one was going to do any harm to him. So children, what moral, what lesson do we learn from this story? This lesson, this story teaches us that we should always be satisfied with what we have and what we are. Because whatever we are the gift of God. So when we complain, we are complaining to God that He has given us all these qualities which we don't like. So always be satisfied with what you are. So thank you and have a nice day. All the exercises of this chapter will be shared with you in the part 2. Thank you.